Yeah, you can see, it might look like a lot of ingredients, but it's really not. So look, I'm gonna start off by just doing it like this. Here, we got paprika, oregano, garlic powder, and a little cayenne pepper, right? These are gonna be our dry ingredients along with the salt. You know, you guys been watching me, you know I like that kosher salt. This is free, you know, ground peppercorns, right? I'm gonna grind them down anyway, but these happen to be smoked. Okay, that takes care of the dry ingredients, and all of that's gonna go in here, and this is just this is just 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, to transition into, we're gonna make a wet batter. We got 1.5 cups. This is 1.5 cups of milk, and that's gonna be mixed along with these 2 eggs right here. We're gonna whisk those together, you know, with this whisk. And then look, here's the star. And let me just go ahead and show this part to you right now. You know, I got 2 yellow sweet onions, right? Now, this little apparatus right here, you can see these little slots. You know what I mean? It just makes it easy for you to, I'll just show you right now. You guys get the picture. Look, because we're gonna cut it. And it stops it, gives it a guide so you don't cut all the way down. Listen, you don't have to have that. You guys can go ahead and make it, I'm gonna show you how you can do it without having this, but this is only like about $5 or $6. You know what, gotta have it. Got me a little dipping cup, you know, for our dip. And saying that, after we get all of this together, we get our dry ingredients, get our batter, and get our wet. And once we start bringing this up to temperature, we're gonna go ahead and go over the ingredients to go ahead and make our dipping sauce. And today, I'm gonna be using vegetable oil from my local grocery store. You know what I mean? This is just from Stater Brothers. Outside of that, you guys see it, you know what? Hey, I ain't gonna over talk it, y'all. Hey, I can't, this is it. We're gonna throw all of that in that, whisk it up, put that together with this milk, whisk that, and then we move on. Okay, look, now we're gonna keep this as simple as possible, right? 2 cups of flour, and then we got dry ingredients. What we're getting ready to do is we're getting ready to put them all in here. I don't want to overcomplicate it. It's just this simple, right? When it comes to your salt, look, just give it a couple of little pinches or whatever, and we'll just start right there. And now we'll grind a little pepper. I can just tell you this, when you put this in here, listen, it's gonna give off an aroma. That right there is gonna ensure that you're gonna have a great product. And when I tell you, I mean, it's gonna be good and delicious, trust me when I tell you that. Now, get yourself your whisk. You gotta season your flour. I mean, this right here, if you guys know, if you wanna know why some chicken tastes better than some other people, listen, it's all in the marinade, and then if you fry it, you know, it's all in that flour, you know? And saying that, you season the flour and you season your meat. So, you can see it's got that little tint of color. I can see the specks right here. I hope you guys can see it. You can see the specks from the oregano and the fresh ground pepper. So you know this is gonna be right? So we'll set this off. Let me rinse this off, and then we're gonna go ahead and get our wet batter together. Okay, now what I wanna do is I wanna go ahead and just crack my eggs. And then what we wanna do is we wanna go ahead and introduce, you know, our milk, right? Now, I'm gonna just say this, you guys. Hey, for all the new people that's learning how to cook, you know what I mean, and you know, enjoying this, listen, what makes it not a chore is when you have a little downtime, first thing you do is you set yourself up with some dishwater. You gotta wash your dishes as you cook. When you do that, nothing sticks, you get them clean, and you got less of a chore, you know, when it's all over with. Now, just go ahead and give this a little mix. And we good, we got 2 stations. Let me set this over here. So now you guys can see, look, we got dry, wet, dry, and then fry. Okay, now, first thing you wanna do is, you wanna go ahead and grab your onion. I take the bottom of the onion, right? And then, listen, make sure you guys got a sharp knife. I take this, and then I just cut it flat, or straight, you know, cut down on the bottom, right? So now at least we know where to sit up. And to show you why I did that, because we need that to fit down on the bottom. So remember, it has these guys where it stops here, but it still comes down. This ensures that we don't open it all the way up. right? Then I'm gonna take a little bit off the top. Now we finna prepare. We just finna peel it. Just get this layer off of here, and then we go from there. Okay, we got that peeled. We got our bottom side, or bottom part, and we got a little bit cut off the top, right? So now I'm just gonna go ahead and insert this so that it fits down right on the bottom flush. Just like that. Now, you guys get it from here on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and go straight across from where it's at with a sharp knife, then we just drop it down to the bottom like that, right? Real simple. It's up to you. You can do them every one, or you can do them every other one. I'm gonna do them every other one right now. And we're just gonna repeat this process until we come back around to the beginning. And so when you get done, it'll look like this. So now we'll just take it out. And what we'll do is we'll just take our fingers, you know, and we'll just start getting it to like peel them back. You don't want to pull them all the way back because you don't want them to break, right? You just keep doing this and you just keep feathering them. They'll start relaxing, and then you go from there. But right now you can see that it's a bloom, right? Real easy. Then if you got any little pieces like this in the middle, go ahead and just take those out, no problem. Because we're gonna core it at the end anyway. So once you feather it and work with it, this is what you're gonna come up with, something like this. Now what we wanna do is we wanna take our blooming onion, we wanna just set it right here. You know, you wanna kinda like open it up, get yourself like a spoon to work, you know, best. And what you wanna do is you just wanna coat it. It doesn't make a difference how heavy you coat it, because we're gonna turn it upside down and, you know, shake some of this off. But you wanna open it up. You see how I'm doing it right here? You just wanna make sure all of it gets some type of flour, seasoned flour on it. Look, this is real simple. You guys got it. Okay, now that we have it with the flour on it, right? We're just gonna hold it upside down. You wanna make sure you know, handle it delicately. And we just shake it like this. Now, once you got all of your excess, you know, flour, you know, shaken out, it should look like that. Then what you wanna do is, which I probably should have did in the very beginning, is have both my stations, right, you know, side by side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dunk it upside down first. And then you wanna get yourself a spoon and you just wanna like splash it on there. You just wanna make sure it gets in the grooves, you know, but it doesn't make a difference if it's not fully coated, because we're gonna flip it over and then we're gonna insert it right, you know, right side up. And then right here, what I do is I just go ahead and like make it bloom right there in the egg wash, and I use that spoon and I just go ahead and get it everywhere. Now, when you put that egg wash on there, that's like the binder, right? So now you want to drip the excess, you know, wash off, and then we go back into the flour. Then we bloom it there. You guys get the picture. And then once it's bloomed, then we got that binder on there, that egg wash, right? Then you go ahead and get yourself a clean spoon. And then what you want to do is you want to take your flour and then just start splashing it, you know, completely all over it. It doesn't make a difference how much you put in there, how thick it is, because listen, we're going to shake it and get some of that excess off too. But that's how it should look, like that. Then you want to, you know, turn it upside down and then shake off the rest of the flour. And what we're going to do is we're just going to make sure we shake it, get any excess off of it. Then I'm going to set it back down here. And as you can see right now, you can almost just see how it's going to be once we go ahead and deep fry it, right? But we got another step. I'm going to put it on a plate. We're going to put it in the freezer, and we're going to freeze it for about, I guess, about 45 minutes. I usually do anywhere between 30 to an hour. We'll just do 45 today. We hit it right in the middle. Now, once you get that into the freezer, what you want to do is we're getting ready to make our dipping sauce, right? So you can see that's the mayonnaise. Then we got horseradish. I like that horseradish right there because listen, it's like real smooth and creamy. Now, right here, if you guys been following me, you know I say that Heinz is like the best ketchup on the planet. Listen, I think Heinz works best with this. It'll give you that flavor that you're looking for. And that is your paprika, garlic powder, oregano, and salt. And that's a quarter of a teaspoon each. And then right here, we got fresh ground black pepper. Look, I put to taste, but it's up to you. You can just put like, you know, a couple of little churns and, you know, grinds in it. Now, having the right tools, right? You want to get yourself a spatula. That's the only way you're going to get all of your ingredients if you measure it out exactly a half a cup. So you want to put that in there, and then really, when I say it's no over talking, just once you got all your ingredients measured out, it's just dump them all in there, and then all you got to do is mix them together. And then once you start mixing them, you guys will be able to see it's starting to become what we're more familiar with, you know, as far as the color go, and then you can smell it. And I gotta tell you this, you guys, listen, if you're looking for a great burger sauce, this right here is it. You can put a little dill or sweet relish inside of that, and I can tell you that right there is that fire. And now I'm just showing you the texture, you know what I mean? Hey, it's nice. You go ahead and taste it, and then you adjust your salt and pepper from here. Okay, it's been what, about 50 minutes actually. Okay, we got this out. Now, let me go ahead and check my temperature. My temperature reads 350 degrees. It's like just maybe a degree under. That's close enough. So what we're gonna do is, now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it in upside down, right? That means the blooming part, we want that upside down, and then we're gonna put it in there and we're gonna leave it in there for maybe about a minute or two. Now you wanna be careful because we're inserting, something into some hot grease, right? So you wanna put it in upside down and be gentle with it. I'm telling you guys, listen, you don't want it to come apart on you. Now we only gonna cook it for about 2 minutes upside down, right? After that, what you're seeing me do is, then listen, you wanna flip it over. And now, look, the cook time is, I'm gonna say it takes about 5 minutes, but really, you just wanna take a look at the petals, and listen, once you achieve that golden brown color that you're looking for, then you can go ahead and take it out. Now, notice I took it out with it being upside down, right? That's the reason being is, I'm gonna put it on that paper towel lined plate so that it can drain that way. And then I upright it, and then I let it drain, and then after that, I go ahead and put it on the plate. And that little apparatus right there is like a little core. That came with the blossom cutter. And then once you get that center out, you go ahead and put your dipping sauce right in the middle.